Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Big Cat here. We're chilling. It's been a long, wild, crazy week between Dominaria United spoilers, what's going on in real life, and everything else we got going on. I was like, gee, I want to open some more boxes. I got to make some videos. We got to keep the content coming while we ramp up to the big list of Dominaria United, guys. We're going to see on the channel. Please stick around. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do, because I'm going to be opening at least a full case of collector's boosters for Dominaria United and set boosters on the channel. So just want to keep everybody stoked, but I got to keep feeding the beast. And I was looking through boxes I've got and what I've got to open for the channel. I was like, boy, Standard's about to rotate. What do I got to look at? And I've opened a fair bit of Strixhaven on the channel. As we all know, those prices are in the dirt. A fair bit of Kaldheim, which surprisingly enough has good cards, but the prices aren't that strong. Our old friend AFR, which, boy, what a mixed bag. History's really going to tell on that one. And then Zendikar Rising, which I've opened a couple set boxes of that on the channel. And those are pretty cool because those had the box topper. Anyhow, I realized looking through the boxes on the shelf and what I'm trying to put away is that I haven't opened any Midnight Hunt. And what I mean by saying that is I've never opened a single box of this. I got a few of these on the shelf and I just never got around to opening it. I ordered some, it sat there, and I just realized, like, I've never held a single card from this set. So today's going to be kind of a fun one because I'm just going in completely blind. I mean, I know this set has some hype on it and there's some cool cards in it, but overall too, we're kind of in those weird dregs where a lot of the stuff from Kamigawa, and there's a couple little cards here and there. Dominaria seems like it's going to be the dominant set in Standard, and I think it's going to give life to a lot of those cool Capenna cards. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to just get into a box of set boosters too. I didn't even realize we got some Midnight Hunt set boosters here. This is going to be a fun one, guys. So yeah, sit back, relax. Hope you're having a good Friday. Hope you're ready for a good, this is going off for Labor Day weekend. I always like to date my content. I want to make sure it says, the opposite of evergreen as possible. Quick and brown. But yeah, so we're going to get right into this. We're going to destroy the box. We want to make sure to do that. Pack's already out of place. But yeah, as I've said, never open it. It's interesting. We're a little ways away from this almost being a 1-year release. I think this was a September release last year. So here we are, 1 year later. It's about to become the oldest set in Standard. And as I said, never even opened a single pack. So going in with eyes wide open to our beautiful orange and black werewolf Halloween set. And these feel like those puffy packs, and they are made in Japan. I'll tell you, once you start to open up packs, you can feel that Japanese pack. And it looks like, are we hitting a list slot right off the bat? Let's see where we are. Art card, upside down, interestingly enough. And we'll fly through those. Those beautiful black and white lands, love those. Just some commons and uncommons. We'll see. Tap on a creature, yada yada. I have no idea. It doesn't seem like many of these cards matter much, Commons, uncommons. Oh, cool showcase. Boy, I haven't seen the showcase on these. That's wild. Luminarch Veteran, Hound Tamer. Man, that's cool. And who do we have here? First rare of the day. Rem Karlish, Stalwart Slayer. 2/3 flying haste for 3. If a spell will deal damage to you or another permanent you control, prevent that damage. If a spell will deal damage to an opponent, deals that much +1. Hey, that's pretty cool. Wow, that doesn't see any play. I guess direct damage just isn't that hot these days. Foil Diagraph Horde and Extinction. Sick. A little Tempest rare in our, I think that's a rare from Tempest in our list slot. So very fitting on theme, Probably would want to pick Werewolf for this set. Wait, are all the art cards face down in this one? It's like a surprise when you flip it. Oh, that's cool. That's very different. So yeah, again, really blind on this set. Like I'm gonna have a hard time picking out what's good and what's bad. I think the only cards I know of that are hot in here are like Cultivator Colossus. Man, these look great though. These showcase frames are sweet. Shady Traveler. Check that out. Briarbridge Tracker. When it enters the battlefield, investigate as long as you control a token. Okay, it's a 4/3 for 3. That's pretty mediocre for a rare. Wow. I would pass for an uncommon, I think, sometimes. What is the list? They're going to explain it to us. All right, well, I can kind of see, I mean, so far, nothing too amazing. I mean, other than my list slot, which usually if the list slot's the most exciting thing in the pack, you kind of know how the set did overall. But we'll keep going. Man, that's so weird with the art card flipped like that. Beautiful island. I love these black and white lands. Look at that. That's sick. Flip the switch. Man, just those showcases are radical, though. Ghoul Caller's Harvest. Green and a black. Sorcery. Create X. 2/2 black zombie creatures token with decay, where X is half the number of creature cards in your graveyard rounded down. And flashback. Okay. And a foil showcase back there. Man, look at that awesome foiling. Candle Coven Witch. You go here, you go here, and you go here. So yeah, nothing too juicy so far. Those lands are probably some of the coolest things. You can really see, I mean, look at the vivid blue, and you can even see, like, look at the ink contrast on that. These lands are awesome. Another little art card. Don't know what any of that means. Beautiful swamp. Just flying through. Look at this wild art. Does feel very right for Halloween. Kyler. Sigardian Emissary. He's drinking a monster. He's punching some boards down by the river, driving his monster truck. Whenever a human enters battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Kyler. Other humans you control get +1/+1 for... Whoa, that's a sweet human lord, especially for commander. Man, does that guy see no play? That's awesome. That guy's cool. Like, I mean, 5 is a lot for a human, but he's great. Let's see where we are. Just some more uncommons, some showcase. Gisa. Oh, there's Gisa. She's back, huh? She looks like she's having a great time there. Glorious Resurrector. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead. At the beginning of your upkeep, put all creature cards exile with Gisa. Dude, this is great. Man, you play a giant board wipe and she's out there? That's awesome. Cool. Well, that pack had some fun stuff in it. Brimstone Vandal and a little token card so you can mark your flipped cards when you're playing limited. All right, all right. We're seeing some stuff. We're seeing some stuff here. We got Olivia. Whoa, Olivia's going after Olivia's Midnight Ambush. Hello. Beautiful foil line. Look at that. Look at that. Wild stuff there. Really like that. Look at this. This is like two little buddies. These little homunculus. Little homunculuses. Very cute. Visions of Glory. Boy, the commander card's showing up right. Visions of Glory. Create a 1/1 human for each creature you control for 5. Okay. For flashback of 10. X less, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or command zone. Huh. So for our 5 boy, this only costs 5 to flash back. It's not bad. It's a bomb if he's in play. Like, that's an absolute nuts bomb. Sereth, the Viper's Fang. What do we got here? Human Warlock for 4. Other tapped creatures you control have Death Touch. Other untapped creatures you control have Hexproof. 1 colorless, untap another target creature or land you control. Man, that last ability is awesome. Untap Nixthos, Shrine to Nyx for 1 mana? Ba-boom. Like, ripping Nixthos twice? I mean, she's got a 2 count on her green. That's at least the one thing I would try to get away with her. Faithful Mending. You gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, and then discard 2 cards. Boy, that's wild in blue and white. Flashback for 3. It's not bad at instant speed. But, man, some of these cards seem awesome for Commander. Huh. I'm starting to wonder why this stuff didn't do too well. I'm seeing stuff that, like, I would have played. And again, you know, I'm that guy who wants to see Boomer John come back. I'm that guy who I can tell when I play limited, I have an older understanding of what I evaluate cards at. I mean, the whole game seems to be like, you ETB guys until you go infinite, like, is kind of how y'all kids be playing. Like, attacking and combo doesn't really seem to be a thing anymore. It's just like, well, you have to interact because we're all just going off violently. So, let's see what else we got here. Another art card. Let's see if we can learn from... Whoa, that is awesome art. Look at that. Like, that's great. Come on. You gotta like that. Another beautiful island. Very cool. Great use of white space. Tapping at the window. Stormkirk Blood Thief. Man, that's cool art. What's going on? Beginning of your end step. Okay. Just going through. Siphon Insight, huh? Blue and black. Look at the top 2 cards of an opponent's library. Exile one of them face down and put the other on the bottom of the library. You may look at and play the exiled card for a long period of exile. Dude, this is sweet for Commander as well. Play this right after a tutor. Loaded. This is great. Siphon Insight? That's cool. Whoa. We got another list hit in here. Well, Blood Pact and a Rishadan Brigand. A rare from Mercadian Mass on the list, huh? 5 mana, 3/2 flying. When Rishadan Brigand comes into play, each opponent sacrifices a permanent unless they pay 3. Okay, that's not very much. It can, okay, so it can only block flying. Huh, it's not bad. But you know what? Flickering this is pretty cool. That's a wild list slot. Man, our list slot brought up a couple interesting cards. Again, so far most of what I'm seeing, I see for Commander. I can see where the set kind of flopped because I'm not seeing much that's like, I would say, standard constructed power levels. Some cool art though. Dang. Another beautiful white space land. Candle Trap. Uh-oh, you got candled. Stuffed Bear. He does nothing, but you pay 2 and it becomes a 4/4. Interesting. Howl of the Hunt. Brainwell Armor. Hungry for more. I like that. Some cool art in this set. Like, I dig the vibe. Vampire Socialite. Play with Fire. I've seen this guy on some burn lists, though. He gets played. I know that. Hostile. Add a colorless. 1 color. Sacrifice a creature. Put a soul counter on it. Then if there are 3 more soul counters, remove it and transform it. So you feed this thing 3 creatures, and it becomes a 3/7. Whenever Creeping In attacks, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creature cards exiled with whoa. With Creeping In, does that count for its other side? Let me know in the comments. Does the 3 things I fed it? Oh, I'm sacking those creatures. Okay, so it's 1 the first time, 2 the next time, 4 it phases out. When it phases out, does it become a hostile again? Or does it return to play as a Creeping In? Or do I get to decide? Boy, that card is complex. I'm going to have to do some homework. Mythic Rare, though. Not bad. And a little foily homunculus. Magic plus designed by humans. You, too, can get a square of art printed on a gray shirt. I'm pretty sure you could do that without this company's help. So, just throwing it out there, guys. When you're promoting like a whole new way to do awesome art on a t-shirt, this looks like to be about the cheapest, most underwhelming way possible. Like, this was lazy when they threw this together. This was last minute, an art director saying, guys, we have to put that in there. And they're like, okay, what do you want me to make? And it's like, it's going to print in 30 minutes. I need you to put this on it and get it done and get it sent. So that looks to me like what that was. Not that I would know, but look at this. Chandra going wild. Dang, Chandra's looking fit. She been working out. It's pretty. Okay, anyways. Beautiful swamp. Love that. Boy, the art in here is pretty saucy. Oh, this is cool art for Duress. Man, that's sick. Oh, he's locked in the cemetery. Boy, it looks like they took a change, in this. The art in this set is a little provocative. Even she, she's got her little smirk. She's got a little apron. Whoa, what's going on here? What's everybody doing here? He's in that black and white treatment. He's a rare. If it's neither day nor night, and I think they mean in the game, because in reality, that's, twilight. I guess there's like a 2-minute period each day. It becomes day as he enters the battlefield. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost X less, where X is his power. Okay, it starts as 1. When day becomes night or night becomes day, put a counter on him. Huh. Okay, so he's kind of the day-night, is it spell guy. It's not bad. That seems like bringing a lot of themes together, not necessarily on or off color. Primal Adversary, though. We got another mythic. What's up with the Primal Adversary? When Primal Adversary enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 and a green any number of times. Okay. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Then, up to that many target lands you control become 3/3 wolf with haste. Okay, so he ends the game, but they're assuming you're tapping your lands. This is an interesting closer. You know where this might see some cool juice? Is in the new deck, in Dominator United, that new Lord that gives all your land creatures flying. This will also give them haste. There is a way to just turn this guy over and unload. Coat of Arms, land, wolves, anyone? Ba-boom! Good night, everybody. That's an interesting one. Boy, the foil treatment on this is pretty funky. I don't know what to make of that. Great art there. It's a pretty generic card, though. And we got Resurrection. Boy, they reprinted Resurrection in white in Ultimate Masters. That's cool. This is great new art for Resurrection. I love the funky old Pope that used to have, like, dipped tie-dye pencil art from back in the day on it. But interesting. Okay. Well, we've hit 3 list cards already. It seems like a pretty high frequency for our list slot. Nothing amazing, you know, nothing life-changing yet. I don't know what the hot stuff is. You know, with Dominator United, some of our big favorites from the list slot are leaving. Jet Medallion, Vampiric Tutor. Oh, Renin 7, lit. Oh, that card is so dope. That art is so dope. I remember when I was first looking at this online, I wasn't buying as many boxes back then. I was kind of just going through some more other things in my life and kind of focusing on that. And I was just kind of paying attention to Magic again right around when this set was coming out. And, boy, it being autumn and that Renin 7 art, it just really made me be like, man, this is cool. I'm ready for some Halloween Magic. Visions of Dread, black and 2. Target opponent puts a creature card of their choice from the graveyard on the battlefield. Oh, under your control. So they choose a creature from... Okay, so you have to be very specific, and it's a sorcery. Flashback. The spell costs X, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander. Well, that's really situational. Like, that can be a pretty dead card. Heirloom Mirror. Ooh, pay 1 life, discard a card, draw a card, mill a card. Okay, wait, let's run back to that again. Literally, just to get to this point, we've 1 colorless, tap, pay 1 life, discard a card is your cost. So there are 4 payments of a cost on this card. 1 colorless, tap, pay 1 life, discard a card. Then you draw a card, mill a card, then put a ritual counter on this mirror. Then if it has 3 or more ritual counters on it, remove them, transform, activate only as a sorcery, and then it's a 4/4 flying, and exile target creature card from your graveyard. Okay, in limited, this seems cool. Like a way to filter through, a way to use dead mana. I mean, it's slow early, but mid-game in limited, that's not bad to get a 4/4 flying out there that can pump itself. But, okay, let's talk about complexity for a second, guys. At Uncommon, here's a card that is literally 1 colorless, tap, pay 1 life, and discard a card. To draw a card and mill a card, and then put a counter on this, and then you count how many counters it has. And then if it has enough, you remove it and transform it, but you also need to only activate this during your main phase before or after you attack on your own turn. Like, think of the complexity in this for someone trying to learn to play Magic, and then it flips over and becomes a creature. Like, I don't know about that, guys. I do have critical thoughts on that. And that's an Uncommon? What happened to that whole blah 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 about complexity on cards? Looks like they were trying to push the boundaries in this set a little bit, and maybe it was just a big adjustment for us. Old Stick Fingers. What's Old Stick Fingers got for us today? Green, black, and X. When you cast a spell, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X creature cards. Put all creature cards revealed this way into your graveyard. Then put the rest on the bottom. Okay. Old Stick Fingers power and toughness equal the number of creature cards in your graveyard. You know, that's not bad. That still feels very commandery to me. Boy, they were really trying to have recursion be a thing, and like, forgive me if I'm out of touch. I don't think recursion was a thing. I mean, I guess, were they trying to capitalize on like Agadeem's Awakening still being around? Because like, that's where it is, but where's the big mana? And does that compete with all these like, you know, Yorion and whatever else was running around at the time? Whoa, we're getting out of control. That flipped over art cards throwing me off. Cool art, though. Beautiful art cards. I rather like art cards, guys. Oh, love these lands. I know they're kind of worthless, But I'm just wondering, like, in the future, will they always be worthless? Like, I like art cards. They're cool. They're beautiful. They really showcase the amazing art of Magic really well. Whenever one or more other creatures die, draw a card. This ability triggers only. Boy, they put a lid on that, didn't they? Oof. They were like, how not powerful can we make this? Bird admirer. She just admires birds. She's just likes birds, okay? Morning patrol. Baneblade scoundrel. That's cool. Whatever, man, they're kind of almost doing like a Mike Mignola Hellboy. Curse of Leeches. Ah! This is terrifying. They go in through the eyes? That's awful. Black and 2. Enchant player. As this permanent transforms into Curse of Leeches, attach it to a player. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they lose 1 life and gain 1 life. Daybound. If a player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night. And then it's a 4/4 lifelink. And if a player casts at least 2 spells, it flips back over and you pop it back on them. Huh. That's kind of unexciting. I guess in a curse deck, that's cool. And M19, very on theme. What do we got? Stitcher Supplier. For 1 black, she's a 1/1. When she enters the battlefield or dies, put the top 2 cards of your life. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. This has application. I think I've seen this on some lists. Very on theme for this set, too. Boy, she was like, look, we're not in Innistrad now. It's M19, but I'm from Innistrad. Don't keep me waiting. I'm just ready to go. Because that card's from Innistrad. I don't care what you think. Another great land. Man, the art in this set is top notch. Like, really cool themes. But boy, of the couple times you've been to Innistrad, this one's, boy, Eldritch Moon level strength. Better, worse, pretty sluggish though. I'm not seeing what's gonna like light up the night. There's a great song called that by the Proto Man. Check it out. Rednecks. Light up the night deals X damage to any target. It deals X+1 instead if that target is a creature or a planeswalker, but it's a sorcery, bro. Redden 3. Remove X loyalty counters if you cast this. What? So you're supposed to kill your own planeswalker to throw burn at your opponent? I guess. I don't know about that, guys. At sorcery speed? I mean, Infernal Grasp in foil, though. And some new art for Infernal Grasp. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life for black and a coast. That's not too shabby. That seems playable. And, oh, this is a cute little wolf. That's like a good boy. All right, well, we're 1/3 of the way through. Boy, I'm taking forever. This video is going to take an hour. If that's it. Sorry, that's what happens when it's a new set. Another foil island. Gorgeous. Look at that flickering foil. Oh, shimmering beauty. All right, we're going to go through these a little quicker, guys. Sorry. That's what happens when it's a new set. I don't believe it's 22 minutes already. Jadar, Ghoul Caller of Nicalia. I thought that was Nisa's job. Or Gisa. At the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures with Decayed. What? That sucks. He's a legendary wizard that at the beginning of your end step just makes you a zombie if you didn't have one. And this new Decayed zombies, they aren't tapped, they just crumble? Come on. Boy, I'm starting to understand why people are frustrated with this set. It seems like every card is like, it looks like something good, but as you read the rules, you understand something about the power level terrified wizards, and they drove it into the dirt. Sorry. But that's just what this seems like. It seems like they were like scared. Oh, Burning Man's this week. There you go. Burning Dog. Purifying Dragon. When it attacks, deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls, so that creature's a zombie. Okay. Damn, that's sick, though. Love that art. Man, look at that. Tavern Ruffian. He's a little ruffian and a scruffian. Hey, there's a land. Enters battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. That's fine. That's great. That's a great land. And a little guy. Okay. So far, nothing cool. Did we find the Colossus? Did we find the Ren in 7? Did we get lucky, or did we just whiff out and realize Midnight Hunt ain't all it's cracked up to be, folks? Let's find out. We've kind of gotten our taste of the set. Some cool stuff in here for certain. Unnatural growth. At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. Interesting. Interesting. The nice thing about that is the way that's built is you play it and you attack and win. Huh, that card's got to have some juice. Boom, Dryad Arbor. Not bad in our list slot. Just a perennial combo piece there. And a little Outland Liberator. Be free, Outlanders. That's what he's saying. He's telling all the other Outlanders to run home and be free. Be free, little Outlanders. What do we got here? A little spirit of some kind. I don't know if we've seen like any spirits so far. That used to be one of the big tribes. Certainly no Snapcaster Mage or Liliana the Veil level cards yet. So let's keep on cooking. Let's keep a cooking. Let's keep a looking. There's got to be a good card for me. Bloodthirsty Adversary. That's actually a card I know. I remember playing some of that on Arena. This is a good one. Red and 1, Vampire, Haste, 2/2. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you may pay red and 2 any number of times. Any number. Just as many times as you'd like. When you do, put that many +1/+1 counters on it, and then exile up to that many target instant sorcery cards with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard and copy them. But boom, dang. This is a late game boom. Even once could be pretty strong, but with the haste, you get it out of your way, you're coming in for 3, but that's cool. That's cool. Expressive Iteration much? Something else much? Much? Say much? That's a cool Bloodthirsty Adversary. We're not doing too bad. We haven't seen the juice yet, though. I'm looking for the hottie bang bodies. Is that big old yucky slug in this set? Are we going to find that one slug guy I want to get? Toxrill the Corrosive? I've been curious about him. I like him. All right. Let's find out. With a little slug McGlug. Seraph Viper's Fang again. In the showcase. Not bad. This is a cool card. I'm surprised this doesn't do more. I mean, that? Just that? That's a thing. Guys, that's a thing in Magic. 1 colors to untap a land? Yeah, let's go. Earthcraft, can we go? A Sludge Monster? What's going on with the Sludge Monster? It's 2 blue and 3. It's a rare. It's a 5/5 for 5, so kind of on rate. It's a horror. Those are getting popular these days. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, put a slime counter. Oh, it's for one of these like slime kids on the internet. Put a slime counter on up to 1 other target creature. Non-horror creatures with slime on them lose all abilities and just are a 2/2. Okay, that's not bad. It shuts stuff down. That's does something. Are you serious? Our list slot was that? Get out of here. Pfft, that sucks. Ouch. But the one other thing I've noticed is like we've opened a ton of cards from the list slot. We're not halfway through the box. We've had 6 cards from the list. That seems abnormally high, and in which case it seems to me, in at least my purely anecdotal experience, you can I think that's Arlen Cord's new art. You can go back and look at the channel. That's like a box's worth of list slot hits, so I hope that's not our entire box worth of list slot, but that's a lot of them. Catilda, that awesome art we saw earlier. What's Catilda's deal? Human Warlock. Protection from werewolves. Human creatures you control have add 1 mana of any of these creatures' colors. Put a +1. Okay, that's not bad. You tap it, though. But she plays in our homies deck. Or that other green-white human lord. What is up with them making every human cost 5? Humans are small. The idea that all their best drops cost 5, where they're just like, look, you can't let humans be cheap and good. They're always that. So they're either cheap or kind of good. Lame. Island. Let's go through. You know we're going fast when we're making Doug noises. Okay, Doug. It's a human, soldier, werewolf for white and 2. When this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Brutal Cathar, exile target creature an opponent controls. Okay, that's pretty good. I think I got hit with one of these the other day playing some Arena. First strike, ward, pay 3 life, and it's a 3/3. Not bad. Not bad at all. And that, being that little banishing priest, that's pretty good. What else we got here? Bloodline Culling. What do you got here? 2 black and 1. Choose 1. Target creature gets -5/-5, or creature tokens get dunked from space on 2. As an instant, though, that's not bad. That'd probably see some sideboard play. That -5/-5 for that cost is pretty good. It's no, oh gosh, where's that card from Scars? Exsanguinate, or not Exsanguinate. Gosh, what is the card I'm trying to think of, guys? 2 Phyrexian mana, -4, Languish. It's no languish. Look at that. Man, these foils are sick. Whew. That's hot. I know it was hot stuff right there. Oh, Mythic, an Enduring Angel. You know, I'm interested about this. I think Angels are going to see more play. I think with Giada and that new card in Dominaria United, Angels need some juice. So what do we got here? For 5, she's a 3/3 flying double strike, and it gives you as the player hexproof. If your life total would be reduced to 0 or less, instead transform it and your life total becomes 3. Then, if Enduring Angel didn't transform this way, okay, so you have to transform it, otherwise it'll lose you the game. And then it becomes a flying, you have hexproof, and its power and toughness are equal to the life total. And when it attacks, double your life? Dang, this is pretty cool. Are we going to see this show up in Standard with that new White Angel and Giada? Is the Angel deck, and the only thing I think that's awkward about that is that Kaldheim has some sick Angels and they rotate out. But Angels, I think Angels might be a tribe. All right, the list is returning. Angels might be a tribe coming up, guys, and she might have some game in them. Because that early ability, boy, you could put that on the board, not block, let aggro force it. I mean, it force its hand. It's going to have to trigger her at some point. It can't just decide to, like, not try to finish you off. Whenever Sun Gold Sentinel enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. Okay. White and 1, Coven. Choose a color. Sun Gold Sentinel gains hexproof from that color until end of turn and can't be blocked. 3 or more different powers. Dang, she's pretty strong. You just have to jump through a lot of hoops to make her matter. And the only problem there is, yeah, it's a human, and it's 3/2 for 2, so it's kind of on rate. It's got 2 good tribes, but, like, who cares? Who cares? Morning Patrol, Foily, Swiftfoot Boots. Hey, not bad. At least it's playable. At least it's playable. Can't say that for everything we've seen tonight's video. That's for dang sure. Look at her. She's like, here. Breathe deep. If you play Monster Hunter, those gals, these Inquisitor gals, oh, Gisa, again, in her showcase. She seems kind of cool. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead. At the beginning of your upkeep, I mean, there's got to be a fun deck you build for maybe Casual Commander where she's on the board and you're just like, have a bunch of creature killing triggers. Maybe you're playing like a lot of edicts, you know? And this just lets you get around it, and it kind of shuts the opposing graveyards down. I like the flavor of this card, that it's basically like, no, the dead come to me. Like, very cool. Very cool, Gisa. Boom. Boom. What is back here? What is back here? Hold on. We can't get there too soon yet. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Beautiful land. Beautiful land. And what do we have here? What's coming up? Arlen Cord. Oh, you guys know. I was thinking it might have been the other Planeswalker I was looking for. You guys saw I spazzed out. I'm such a goon. But foil, Arlen Cord, not bad. 4 mana, Daybound. +1. Until end of turn, you may cast creature spells as though they had flash. Okay. And each creature until your next turn. Oh, great. Okay. So you can do it during your opponent's. You may cast creature spells as though they had flash, and each creature you control enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Great. And her -3 is creating 2 wolves. And if it becomes night, she's a big, beautiful wolf lady. What she got here? Nightbound. Her +2 adds mana 0 until end of turn. She becomes a 5/5 werewolf with trample, indestructible, and haste. Look the F out. Wow, that's good. Okay, I mean, that's fine. What is up? Do they just not want Planeswalkers to be that good anymore like there too? Because this seems like decent, but that's the problem with Planeswalkers. That's the problem with all cards in Constructed Magic. The cards that make it to Constructed are good. The mana fixing right now in Standard, Modern, Pioneer is good. Like, you can play 3 colors easily. So it's tough when I see things that are like, yeah, that's fine, but doesn't look to me like Arlen Cord's winning a lot of games. I don't know if Wolves is a tribe that we want to support, but we'll find out. All right, let's keep rolling. Triskaidekaphile. Okay, here's a combo piece. A lot of commander combos starting out with this card. Blue and 1, you have no maximum hand size. We love to see that, the classic Library of Laying ability. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. and you can just dump mana into this to draw a card. Okay, so it's a Library of Lang with a win condition? This is Labman's little sister. She's always willing to lend a hand. It just won't be her own. Dope. Love everything about that. Joke in the pun. Wild, super flavorful top-down card. Fear of 13. She's cutting your hands off. Her thing relates to the hand. You have no maximum hand size. This is a great card. If you design Triskaidekaphobia, kudos for you. Send me an email. I'll buy you a coffee. That's a beautiful one. That guy, that's a great card. Triskaidekaphile. Man, another Ren 7 art. Can we see that card, please? Would have loved to see that in foil instead of Arlen Cord, but beggars can't be choosers, and we are beggars. Let's see what else we got. It's a Smoldering Egg. Oh, I like my egg just before Smoldering. I like it a little runny. Red 1, Defender. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a number of Ember counters on Smoldering Egg equal to the mana cast cost that spell. Then if it has 7 or more, boy, 7, it's a tall glass of water, 0/4 becomes a 4/4 flying dragon. When you cast an instant or sorcery, okay, that's not terrible. Kind of more of a Drake's card. Not really. Not terrible, not great. And another foil, it doesn't matter. Okay, down to the final few, guys. Let's bring her home. The sun is falling. It's going from daybound to nightbound here. Haven't seen enough spells we would want to cast, so it's becoming night. Dope art. Dope art. Love that. Love that. This is a whole vibe of like ladies I work with. On the weekend they dress like that. I promise you. Check TikTok. I prom. You got to be on that sort of like beautiful witches with great eyebrows of the modern day. Florian. Voldarian Scion. Red, black 1. 3/3 first strike. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the total amount of life your opponent's lost that turn. Exile one of those cards, put the rest in the bottom of your library. You may play the exile card. You don't get it for free. Okay, that's fine. You know what, though? In Limited, this is pretty sweet. Like, if you're actually able to get through, but it is kind of a win more card. It's kind of like, if you're getting through, then you're going to keep seeing what you need to. But first strike doesn't really get you through. It's no guarantee, that's for darn sure. Okay, down to the keep rolling through the last few packs. Another list slot card. Boy, we're going to have to take a look back. Are we going to hit 10 list slot cards in this? Most of which, I mean, are yawning chaff. Is there anybody out there who collects the list? I think that would be an interesting niche for collectors. Is like, I collect the list Slaughter Specialist. When they enter the battlefield, each opponent creates a 1/1. When a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. It's not bad. For every kill, a gruesome trophy. It's 3/3 out of 2. Not bad on rate. And a foily Purifying dragon. Alright, let's see. There's got to be one more cool card for us. There's got to be something. Come on. Boy, dope art though. Look at that. She's just like, you don't scare me. Beautiful planes. Look at that. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, is that two of the same? It's not just me that those look similar, right? Okay. Ludovic. Necro Genius. What's old Ludovic doing? Blue and a black. That's real cheap. Great for a commander. He's also a human wizard. Nice tribes. Whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, mill a card like that. X, 2 blue, 2 black. Exile X creature cards from your... Transform him. X can't be 0. Activate only as a sorcery. Oleg, Ludovic's Hubris. As this creature transforms into Olag, it becomes a copy of a creature card exiled with it, except its name is Olag. It's a 4/4. Oh, interesting. Put a +1/+1 counter on it equal to the number of creature cards exiled with it. Huh, so he becomes... Boy, so you want some ways to get through, but that's like a fun little trick. That's kind of a fun little fill the yard card. I don't know if that... I would say it's good, but it's definitely fun. Tovolar. Dire Overlord, and he's a human werewolf. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Beautiful. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves or werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. Great werewolf lord for commander. Whenever a wolf or a werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Fantastic. Oh, and he's got Kessig Wolf Run baked in. Sick. This guy's great. That's what... Isn't that what that tribe wanted? In that commander? There you go, werewolf players. You finally got your commander. Arlen Court goes in that deck nicely. Croaking Counterpart. Yakety schmackety doo. That little frog from the WB. Green, blue, white, or 1, sorry. Create a token that's a copy of target non-frog creature, except it's a 1/1 green frog. Hey, what? Okay, so I guess you steal abilities with this. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not that good. Not that bad. But I guess you could get us some hijinks. I guess that would let you copy like a creature with a powerful triggering ability or an activated ability, depending on what you're trying to accomplish with that croaking counterpart. What a weird little card. Geist Flame Reservoir. I went down to the reservoir, red and 2. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you put a charge counter on it. Red 1 tap. Remove any number of charge counters. Deals that much damage to any target. Okay, fine. Red and 1 tap. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. That's not bad. It just like runs you through your library and then adds more to burn. That seems useful. I don't know if the math pans out like it's worth playing that for aggro, but it could very well be. Thinking off the top of my head, boy, this is a long one. This is a long one, guys and ghouls. I'm going to try to flip on through it. Beautiful sign card. Look at her. She's outrageous. I love that outfit. I love that energy. Man, I don't even care if she's that mad. She's looking great. That's like sometimes when you're dating someone, you make them angry, and like in the middle of the fight, you still realize you're like, gosh, they look so good when they're mad at me. And then you start to realize, boy, maybe that says more about our relationship than I think it would. Anyways, let's keep it productive. Champion of the Perished. He costs 1 black mana. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield, you control, put a +1. Oh, fantastic. He's Champion of the Perished, but instead of humans, he's zombies. Great. Thanks, buddy. See you later. Well, that's cool. What an ironic... They're making puns on their own cards these days. Boy, what was going on at Wizards with making this set? They've got all these funky cards. The complexity is sky high. The power level seems like they're terrified of it. And they've got all these weird mechanics with like high cost, low power creatures. I would love to get to know more about what the heck they were thinking in the development here. Crafted Identity. It's that dude from Borderlands. You know when they jumped the shark and started just writing terrible puns constantly while you just wanted to play guns? 2 blue and 2. Is additional cost, side creature, enchant creature. You control enchanted creature, it gets +1/+1. That's great. That's great. That's fine. Friggin' fraggle. There you go. Doubling up. Boom. Boy, biffed it in the rare slot, biffed it in the foil slot. Nothing makes you hurt worse than knowing either of those could have been better cards. What you got for me, Listy? You got something? Are you gonna save me? Save me from myself? Oh, another signed art card. Boy, weird collation. What was going on? Man, this just seems weird. I can see why people didn't respond to this super positively. This just seems like such a... This is like, as someone who's played... Oh, Teferi! Hey! Okay. It's no Ren. But it'll do. And this guy's coming into play, guys. You just wait. You're going to see more of this guy when Standard rotates. White, blue, 2. +1. Choose up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, and up to 1 target land. Untap the chosen permanents you control. Tap the chosen permanents you don't control. Gain 2 life. Gosh darn it, that's a good +1. You're manipulating 3 cards on the board and gaining life? Hello? -2. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 1 of them in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom. Fantastic. Like a mini impulse? Dude, this guy's good. -7. You get an emblem with untap all permanents you control during each opponent's untap step, and you draw a card during each opponent's draw step. This guy's awesome. This guy's friggin' awesome. Wow, that's a great card to end on. And Tortured Existence, because literally every single box of cards I open with the list has this stinking card in it, and I have cards from Stronghold. I think I have multiple playsets of Tortured Existence now. And I can see where this ability as commander viable. Like, feeding the yard and putting one in your hand to play it, to get a trigger, if you can generate mana out of that in any way, this is a cycler for sure, but man, tortured existence. All right, guys. Well, my overall reactions is, man, this is a complex set. Like, there's a lot going on here. The complexity seems very high, but the overall power effects don't seem very high. However, one set booster box in, and we opened 8 cards from the list slot, really high. The biggies there, Dryad Arbor is pretty cool, and this Rishadan Brigand is not a card I have in Extinction. You know, that card's useful. Swiftfoot Boots is playable. When we go look at our rares, we did get a big old brick of rares. But 1 mythic, some garbage. Let's see, we're at 1 mythic. Yeah, not many mythics too, and a foil there. 2 lands in the set. 3 mythics. That angel, that's good. Is that 4 mythics? Oh, she's in mythic, huh? She is pretty explosive, I can see why. Story Spotlight, light up the night. 5 mythics. 6 mythics. 7. Kyler's a mythic, okay. Okay, so not bad. 7 mythics on the pack. You know, a lot of cards that look like chaff to me, but yeah. There we are, guys. Thanks for joining me on a midnight hunt. The sun has officially set. We've made it through the forest. Maybe the dawn's going to break again. But, yeah. Thanks for joining me. Midnight hunt. Not great. Not the worst. But I can see why people are still pretty cool on this product. And I can see why the prices are what they are. So, overall, midnight hunt. Seems like the market is correct on this one. We'll see what happens once standard rotates. See you guys later. Peace.